Many people that you may know use the term I live where you vacation on Facebook, Instagram, social media, etc. Well, for me, that is true. In my introductory speech, I said that I was originally from Long Island, New York, but I currently live in St. Augustine, Florida. Many people would say that St. Augustine, Florida is the #1 tourism for the South. Although St. Augustine, Florida is a beautiful place, it's also very busy. All the tourism and everything makes it really hard to get around town. When I was in high school, it took me almost an hour to get to school every morning because people were going to the work, people were going to the beach, downtown, all you can think of. Living in St. Augustine, though, has taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to drive better, it taught me how I can get around town faster, and it taught me a lot of history, too. Going downtown St. Augustine is very beneficial for students as well because they can learn so many things. There's the lighthouse, the alligator farm, the old jail, the fort, the Fountain of Youth, and then there's Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. When I didn't live in St. Augustine, we went for a field trip one time, and it was so much fun. What they do is they make everything interactive so that way you can get the best understanding that you can. So when we went to the old jail, what they do is they bring you in and they act like you're a cellmate. So when I was 8 or 9, that was the time of my life. So when you go into the jail cell, there's like prison guards and everything, and then they give you your last meal, and it's really cool. Also, too, the Fountain of Youth is the fountain by Ponce de Leon. So that's located right in the center of St. Augustine. So what you do is you walk up to the fountain, and then you have change for however much you want, and you make a wish. It's kind of like a wishing well, and you throw it in the fountain. But what's also cool is that they do allow you to try the Fountain of Youth water. I mean, it's not really good, but it's something that you could say that you did. A lot of places don't do that. The fort is also one of my favorites. Previously, over the summer, I was just in Puerto Rico, and we went to the Fort de Castellon in San Juan. So the fort there is the exact same layout as the fort in St. Augustine, which is, I thought, was pretty cool. My family and I got to experience another one's culture, but it also was a place that we felt relevant to because St. Augustine has the same fort. What's also really nice about St. Augustine are the restaurants. There are so many different cultures of food. There's Hispanic, there's Colombian, there's Mexican, there's seafood, Italian, Irish pubs, whatever you can think of. When you have dinner there, the view of the water is incredible. Also, too, it's when the sun goes down, you can see the fort and everything, and the water and the boats, and it's overall a really nice place. I love it. And I'm not one to spend $25 on dinner, so the prices there you can't beat. There's also really cute shops and everything that when, let's say you want to do a girls trip or whatever, you're not spending $50 on a shirt. Like, the prices are really reasonable. So when you get downtown St. Augustine, the first thing you see is the water. The water is beautiful, and then the fort is there, which is like a fort basically. But they also have this pirate ship that is kid friendly. So it's in the middle of the river, and then the kids get to go on there, and then they interact with you and everything. And it's like just like you're on a pirate ship. It's really cool for younger kids and even older kids. What's also really good about St. Augustine is that you can go anywhere with your family. I know my family and I go to the alligator farm all the time. We've been to the lighthouse, and it's not like you're sweating going up the lighthouse because we don't like to climb that much. But I mean, it's such a good time. Like, I love it. It's always nice to go somewhere for a family trip or even a mini vacation. For me, it might be just my hometown, but for you, it can be a whole new adventure.